Hello students, in this lecture we will learn that what are boiler mountings and accessories. Okay, in the last lecture we did learn that what is a boiler and how to technically classify a boiler. So in case you have not seen that, then you must check out that first. This is the link. Okay, over here I will particularly talk about what is the difference between boiler mounting and accessory, as well as we will learn a particular type of boiler that is called as La mount boiler, and by the help of that we will learn that what are the various kinds of accessories and mountings. Okay, so directly coming to the topic, first of all, what is the job of a boiler? In case it is a water boiler, then the job of boiler is to convert liquid water into steam into its vapor form by addition of heat into it. Okay, at desired temperature and pressure the steam comes out, liquid water goes in and heat is added, and at desired temperature and pressure the steam comes out. This is the job of boiler. So what are the boiler mountings? The parts of boiler required for its proper, safe and reliable function. Okay, means these are the necessary parts. Okay, in case these are implanted, then only the boiler will properly work, it will be safe and it will be reliable also. In case we are not applying the mounting, okay, then the proper functioning of the boiler will not take place. Okay, now what is an accessory? Okay, it is an optional part of boiler which is applied just to improve the performance of boiler. Okay, in case we are not applying the accessory, still the boiler will work, it will be proper, it will be safe and reliable also. Okay, but the problem will be that the efficiency or performance will be poor. Okay, now I will talk about process flow chart of a subcritical boiler. In the last lecture I told that subcritical boiler is the one in which steam is developed at a pressure lower than 225 bars. Okay, and what is the flow chart of process? Simple, that water enters the boiler and inside the boiler the heat is added. Okay, and water steam mixture is prepared by addition of heat. Okay, the first step is water steam mixture is prepared, further steam is separated and it is out for use. That's it. Okay, and in case required, that separated steam is further superheated and it is out for use. Okay, what is superheated steam? See, from this water steam mixture, when steam is separated, it is saturated steam. Okay, it is, the temperature of that steam is just the boiling point of water. At boiling point itself the steam has come out, so the temperature of steam is just equal to the boiling point of water. So in case we want to heat the steam further, it is called a superheated steam, so that steam is heated further to make it superheated. So in case required, the separated steam is further heated to make superheated steam, and that is out for use. Okay, now we will talk about what is a La mount boiler, and we will learn that what are the various kinds of mountings and accessories applied on a La mount boiler. First of all, La mount boiler is a water tube boiler. Okay, and we know this thing, water tube boiler is the one in which through some tube water flows and heat is added from outside of tube. Okay, so heat enters inside the tube to the water and water converts into steam. Okay, so by this diagram we will learn that. So I am starting from the part that is the boiler drum. Okay, this is the boiler drum. From here I am starting. This is the temporary storage of water. Okay, water comes and stores over here temporarily. Okay, now you can see that by the help of a pump this water is taken, and this is the furnace. What is the furnace of boiler? Over where heat is developed by combustion of fuel. Okay, so you can see this water is passing through the furnace, and ultimately after leaving the furnace steam and water mixture is prepared entering inside the boiler drum itself. Okay, from here pure liquid water is going toward the furnace. Okay, you can see there are two heaters, one is called as radiant heater, one is called as this convective heater. Okay, so heat is added to the water, and you can see the water is flowing through the tube and heat is coming from outside and going inside the tube and converting that water into water steam mixture. Okay, so ultimately when it leaves the furnace it becomes water and steam mixture. When this water and steam mixture again comes to the boiler drum, since the steam bubbles are lighter, they rise up and ultimately steam is collected at the top. That's it. Okay, and La mount boiler is used for creating superheated steam, so that steam is further passing through a superheater. You can see from the furnace the flue gases are rising. Okay, so first job is development of this steam and water mixture. I already told first job is development of water and steam mixture. So steam is separated inside this boiler drum, it rises up. Okay, and ultimately that steam passes through the superheater, which takes the heat from the flue gases coming from the furnace itself. After delivering heat to this radiant and convective heater, still the flue gases have energy, So that energy is used in superheater. So in the superheater, that steam is further superheated and it is coming out. That's it. This is the main process happening inside the La mode boiler. Now see, you can see there is a safety valve applied over the boiler drum and it is a mounting. Now why safety valve is applied? See what happens, the steam is developed inside the drum at high pressure. Okay, so in case the pressure rises to very high level, beyond threshold limits, beyond safe limits, okay, so we have to reduce the pressure, otherwise it can lead to blast of this boiler drum. Okay, so what is safety valve? In safety valve there is a valve. As soon as pressure rises beyond a particular level, so that valve opens and releases some amount of steam to the atmosphere. Okay, it's just like that of pressure cooker. In pressure cooker there is a weight, so in case pressure inside the pressure cooker crosses a particular magnitude, then the weight rises and some amount of steam is released. Like same over here also, a safety valve is mounted. Okay, this is the safety valve and this is the mounting because it is required for safe working of boiler. In case we are not applying this, then it can lead to blast of this boiler drum. Now what is this fusible plug? You can see this safety valve, this fusible plug. Okay, due to some reason, suppose safety valve doesn't works, okay, it is faulty. In that case what will happen? There is a fusible plug more is applied. Okay, so in case safety valve is not working, the temperature of this steam will keep on rising as well as pressure also. So due to that temperature, this fusible plug contains a particular type of material which melts at a particular temperature. Okay, so in case the temperature of steam as well as pressure goes beyond a particular limit, that material melts and ruptures. Okay, and the entire steam comes out from the boiler drum. Okay, this is irreversible. Once the fusible plug is used, then we have to apply new one. Our safety valve is reversible. Some amount of steam is released and again the valve comes back to its initial position. Okay, so the job of fusible plug is when the safety valve doesn't work, then the job is handed over to the fusible plug. Beyond a particular pressure and temperature of the steam, the fusible plug melts and it ruptures and lets the entire steam to come out and go to the atmosphere, so that the boiler pressure, the boiler drum pressure can be decreased. Okay, now you can see over here there is a blow off cock. Okay, what is the job of this blow off cock? See, water comes, ultimately it converts into steam and steam goes out. So what happens? Water always contains some salt with it. Okay, so salt doesn't goes away with steam, so continuously there will be accumulation of salt inside the boiler drum. Okay, so in case the salt level goes beyond a particular limit, and then it can damage these water tubes, the pump, etc. Okay, it can clog the tubes. Okay, so beyond a particular level, if the salt rises, then the entire water is dumped by opening this blow off cock. Okay, and fresh clean water is again filled inside the boiler. Okay, so this is what the job of blow off cock. It is opened when the salt level of the water goes beyond a particular limit. So it is required for reliable working of the boiler, because in case we are not applying it, still the boiler will work, but due to salt formation it can lead to clogging of these tubes and ultimately the boiler will fail to operate. Okay, so the job of blow off cock is to expel high TDS water, that is total dissolved solids. Actually these are the salts which are dissolved in the water. So in case salt goes beyond a particular limit, then those are expelled out. This is job of blow off cock. Now this is water level indicator. Okay, which is a perpex tube, a glass tube which can bear high temperature and pressure. So in the level of water can be found by just having a look over it. So the level inside the drum and level inside this water level indicator remains the same. So this is also a mounting. Okay, so we have learnt about 4 mountings: safety valve, fusible plug, this blow off cock and water level indicator, as well as this boiler drum itself is also mounting, because without boiler drum, okay, no subcritical boiler can work. Okay, now further that water is going inside. Okay, so this is the feed check valve. Okay, it means how much water per second is allowed to go inside, that can be controlled by this feed check valve. Okay, otherwise the boiler operation will be uncontrolled, it will be completely filled and water will start coming out from the outlet. Okay, so this is the feed check valve. According to requirement is open and close, so that proper amount of water per second can go inside the boiler drum. So this is also mounting. For proper working of boiler it is required. Similarly, this is steam check valve. Okay, when steam is developed, it is coming out, then the amount of steam required where the load is to be met, okay, so according to requirement it is opened, okay, so that the controlled amount of steam can go to meet the load. So this is also a boiler mounting, okay, it is steam check valve, and this is feed check valve. Feed check valve controls the water flow rate, steam check valve controls the steam flow rate, okay. So these are also mountings. Now further you can see that the water is coming from somewhere, okay, and ultimately going inside the boiler drum, okay. Now what happens, the flue gases after leaving the superheater still have heat with them. Why to waste that heat, okay. So there is a part called as economizer, okay, and it is an accessory. How, what happens, see, cold water is going inside and this flue gases contains heat with them. Some amount of heat, though that waste heat is invested to the water, so that some warm water can be developed, okay. Here cold water is entering, ultimately to some level that temperature can rise, otherwise this heat will go waste, okay. Suppose 10-degree rise is there, so instead of putting cold water inside the drum, in case some hot water is going inside, up to some level the temperature is increased, then the furnace load will reduce, that's it. 10 degree centigrade rise is taking place in the economizer, okay. So 10 degree centigrade load on the furnace will reduce, so less amount of fuel will be required, so it will improve the efficiency, because less fuel flow rate means less amount of money is to be invested. So this improves the economy of the boiler. In case we are not applying this economizer and directly putting cold water inside, still it will work and there will be no problem, but it will lead to poor performance or monetary loss, because more amount of fuel is to be burned inside the furnace in that case. Now there is one more component. See, after leaving the economizer, okay, economizer is a sort of heat exchanger. After leaving the economizer, still the flue gases have heat with them, so there is one more component called as air preheater, which is also an accessory, okay. What is the job of air preheater? See, inside the furnace what happens, the air reacts with fuel and combustion takes place, okay. So instead of putting inside cold air, if some hot air is let to go inside the furnace, then it improves the combustion performance. Reason being, in case cold air is fed inside it, then first of all that cold air comes to the temperature at which the combustion can take place, and then further combustion can take place, okay. So to heat up that cold air, some amount of energy is wasted, okay. So already if hot air is coming, in that case efficiency of the combustion will be improved. So after this economizer, there is air preheater. The job of air preheater is to heat up the air to some extent, so that the inside the furnace the performance of combustion can improve, okay. So over here the accessories are only economizer, air preheater, okay, and one more thing, superheater is also an accessory. Reason being, see, if it is required, what I told you that for a subcritical boiler, if required, then superheater is applied, and in case not required, then superheater is not used. Just after this development of steam, it can be taken out for use, okay. So these yellow circled components are actually accessories, and rest of all the parts are mountings, okay. So hope by this small lecture you would have understood that what is difference between boiler mounting and boiler accessory, as well as you would have learned that how the La Mont boiler works. Thank you.